afternoon, everyone. This is Compost Chicken Queens Plus. In this case, plus a case removal and switch. A bit of a critique on the Lunatik case for the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. This is my old phone. It has some rather evil cracks on it. This is actually the original screen protector that came with it, that was part of the cover that kept just basic scratches and stuff from happening. It comes with the phone, I guess. I didn't get a proper screen protector like this one, which is in another video. It's glass. It has a little area, there you can see that, where it's a membrane for the thumb or for the fingerprint sensor to go through, because obviously the glass probably, since I think this uses some sort of sonar, wouldn't collect your fingerprints through glass, but it would through membrane. And anyway, so yeah, this, my dear phone, had been dropped 3 times, once by myself, but in order of actual having it done, my son dropped it, I think I got this one, my partner dropped it, I'm not sure where that ding went, or where the ding is, and then I got this spot. And then it was okay, but then I stupidly got it wet. So the screen, it still works, hasn't been powered on a long time, it needs to be battery charged, but the touch screen feature is broken, so it still can work as a computer with doggles. I haven't used this since June, just before June when it broke. And then the phone that I have, where is it? Present with me. The one I started using, that I bought as a temporary, there it is, as a temporary phone in June, is this one, which I'm not quite sure what it is. It's a Samsung. The battery died. Is that a scratch? Oh yeah, and then it developed a screen break. There you can see it. So the battery is dead. No, and that's, like, I noticed it was at 2%. Whatever. I plugged it in after I turned off the data and the Wi-Fi to give it a quicker speed of battery charging, and walked away for an hour, made sure it was plugged in properly, of course, walked away for an hour, over an hour, and came back and was still at 2%. I'm like, oh, there might be something going on, but I still need to use it, so I start using it, and it goes to 2% and then turns off, and now it won't even acknowledge that it's being charged, if it isn't charged at all. I'm rather upset about that, because I have, how long is this phone? Have I had this phone since June, and it is now November, and I've had this phone that I'm recording on. This is my aunt's phone. I've had that since for a month, basically. And yeah, so I have a lot of actually very important data on there. If anyone knows how to get data off a phone, this is a Samsung, I'm not sure what kind. Maybe take the phone, the case off if anybody would recognize. I'm going to put this on pause. Well, that makes it easy. That's what it is. If that helps any. It was made in Russia, possibly. Let's see if I can get any closer. Yeah, it's not being particularly helpful. But anyway, this I bought at a computer store downtown Guelph for about 250 bucks. I should have phoned my friend first, who usually has really good phones, and sure enough he was selling a Samsung Galaxy Note 9, I think it was 9 Plus, for like 100 bucks more, and I know, even though I was short of money, if I had done that, I would have been short. If I hadn't bought this and tried to buy the other one, he would have let me pay him the rest later, but I didn't, so it's my own fault. And anyways, so this is the phone that died. This is the plastic on the one side of, and yeah, that developed a crack. That, I dropped it. Anyway, so back to the main event. How am I going to do this? It's never easy with one hand. And this phone, unlike the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus, once you've started it on a video, you cannot switch to selfie or flip to the front, like to the screen that, or the video camera that goes out the back of the phone. So I added one of those things that's like this on the back. This is something I added to the case. It doesn't come with the Lunatik case, but it's a very handy accessory. The Lunatik case I found very good, with a few exceptions. The port covers, there we go. Let's see, since we're supposed to be doing this. The port covers, they fell off very quickly. They were not particularly well put in. I'm a little annoyed by that because even though these ports are okay with water, as far as I can tell, for a certain amount of time that most people wouldn't exceed, they're not immune to dirt, and that can be a real fuck up for people who have really, dusty, dirty occupations, or just the general crap that gets in your pocket or your purse or your bag or whatever. So it was a little disappointing how quickly that came off. The OtterBox cases are way better. Why did I not buy the OtterBox? The only one I could find at the time was on eBay, and it was over $100, whereas the one on the actual OtterBox site was like $53 or something, but for some reason I couldn't get the checkout to work. I think I'm running into that same problem again, but we'll see. So anyway, these are glow-in-the-dark stickers that I got on eBay. I will try to leave a link in the description because these are fabulous. They take practically no time, particularly outside. You can literally go like this and go like that and put it right back in the dark, and it will, from the sunshine, even on a cloudy day, it will light that up so well. It will charge it so well that this will go all night with a very bright glow. And if you put enough stickers on it, you actually end up finding it easier to find it with in the dark, assuming it has been charged before you lose it. So anyway, I'm going to set this up. Let's see how well I can show everybody the process. I'm leaning it up against something, and it's not too bad. This is a case, I can't remember, or sorry, where's the key? There. This fits on there. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, because if you pull back the thing like that, let's see if I can, yeah, if you pull that back, it sits in there, but there doesn't seem to be a good way to make it lock in place so that it doesn't just, go like that. Not cool. So what I'm ending probably doing is just using it by hand, and hope I don't drop it. Anyways, these are replacement screws. This case has been around for a while, as you can see by the wear and tear on it. It used to be all black, and now it's been scratched up a lot. So one of the things that happens is these come loose over time, and if you don't catch it in time, they will fall out, and then you lose them. I end up having to replace them because I think at one point I was down to like 2 or 3 of these out of, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was down to like 3, and it was very miserable because I was worried that if I dropped my case in the wrong way, it would just explode. That doesn't seem to be fitting. Where did I put the case? I'm not actually sure of the size, and I'm hoping I didn't wear out the parts that connect with the... I don't remember what number this is, so you have to bear with me. Maybe I'll put this on pause so it doesn't get too long. Okay, so I think we're back, and this is a T5, I believe. I've kind of given up on trying to make this work, and I don't want to break it, so I'll just use my hands. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Let's see. Yep, there we go. I don't know if you can see that, but it's starting to come above the edge of the case. I don't have my little magnetic tray, which is a really good, really useful tool for keeping track of your little screws, particularly anything from eyeglass cases or cell phone cases. So I'm going to stick it in there instead. This one I'm missing. It happens. That's one of the drawbacks, I suppose, if you don't lock them in properly, or if, you know, just, I guess, I don't know, sometimes they just start to come undone. So it'd be a good idea to keep a little thing handy. This is, again, called T5. And keep one handy, maybe once a month or whatever. Have a look, screw them all back down. That's number 2. And yeah, these could be tighter too. Now, I'm actually not, I don't know, I haven't decided if I want to keep, I'm going to use this case. Oh, almost had to go fishing for this. This case for my new phone, or whether I'm going to get a new case. I really do want an OtterBox. They are the best. Pretty much every phone I've owned after the Motorola flip phone, whatever that kind was, B55-1 or something, has been in an OtterBox, as have my iPads and iPod touches and stuff. They're all very well served in an OtterBox case. We're not going to run into a problem or a stripped screw. Let's see, lefty loosey, righty tighty. Because if I'm not able to get this out, these screws undone, then I won't be able to use the case, which means I won't be comfortable using the phone, because they are lovely phones, but they are fragile, and more to the point, they almost invite being dropped because they're kind of slippery. As opposed to a lot of cases have good grip. This one is pretty good. One of the drawbacks of this case, if you live in a cold climate or go into areas that are cold, it seems to radiate cold to your phone, and the Samsung Galaxy does not like cold. The battery does